As we continue our coverage today, when was the last time you maybe sent a handwritten letter or even got one in the mail? Well, some young ladies in Sioux City had the opportunity to become pen pals with a generation that actually relied on letters in the mail. KTIV's Taylor Deckert stopped in for a Siouxland pen pal reunion. Check it out.
Hi, here is a little bit about me.
We live in a world where the upcoming generation is used to text messages as their main form of communication. Right on cue. Girls Inc. are learning that letter writing is something a little bit more traditional, stamping it up and sending off letters to local pen pals all summer long.
How was your week? Pretty good?
Yeah.
Pen pals often live in different places. These young ladies at Girls Inc. have put pen to paper to write their senior neighbors all around Sioux City.
They were telling about their favorite movie and about going to Disney World. I've never been there.
Tuesday, the girls got to meet their pen pals face to face.
We started sending notes to each other and to get to know each other.
9-year-old Sophia has been writing to 72-year-old pen pal Sherry Johnson.
Next week, I'm going to be 73.
Each girl got as many as 8 letters throughout the summer, learning they often have things in common with their pen pals.
Tara, I told you purple was my favorite color, right?
Writing letters is rare these days,
Had a wonderful summer and got to do some fun things.
but the experience has allowed these girls to foster unique friendships while improving their writing and language skills.
Not something you put off, you don't procrastinate. You sit down and answer it, it's just part of your daily routine.
I feel like I know you because through your letters, I hear about you and you hear about me. And I told her that my favorite color is yellow and jade green. And those were her favorite colors too.
This was the pilot year, and after the feedback, this is something they hope to continue for the summers to come.
I take care of old people.
In Sioux City, Taylor Deckert, KTIV News 4.
What a great project. This was one of the many ways Girls Inc. is empowering young women. And they say mentors in the program really work to let the girls try out some new experiences.